Everyone, hope you're doing well. So let's see. Let me share my screen. Hmm. See messages from yesterday. Please source the repo. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'll do that. So, yep, what's happening here? So yesterday we tried to use the resource and it was not working for some reason. So let's start from there. And I tried to go through some of the blog and I couldn't get much information there as well. But let's see. Anyways, I'll just try to do one thing because as this is a signal, I'll just add one more button here. Here. In the template. Just uncomment this button and then click next user. So I'll just call this function and let's go back to component and in next user function. What I'm going to do is I'll just say this dot user ID dot update. And then let's say, okay, just update the ID. So let's see. I'll try to wrap up the live stream early today because I'm tired a little bit. And just in case you're around, Anit, I have already registered for this Angular. I'm using words just to tired. So yeah, but I'll be doing Angular live stream on 29th. So I have already also registered for watch party. So of course, if you want to join, as I mentioned, just message me and then on 29th, same time, 9:30 p.m. we can join. And let's go back. So we just close this. And tomorrow 6 p.m. So yeah, it's happening on Angular Air. So I'll be there as well. This would be, come on, work. Okay. So let's inspect console network and reload. And let's just do XSR request. So this is first user. Let's click on second user. Let's click on next user. So this is nice about resources. What I really liked, let's say, the example of pagination, right? So right now, let's say if you have to do this pagination stuff, you have to write the code, like a function, then you make an API call there. But if you have a resource like this, um, in this case, I'm not calling a function to do the pagination, right? So I'm just saying, okay, this is user ID, this is a signal. So whenever I update the yeah, here. So whenever I update the user ID, the loader function is called. So I don't have to even trigger this again. I think there is a scenario where you have to, is in case you want to reload. So this is also very nice stuff. I can reload the existing API call. So let's add one more. So I can say reload user. Let's go to TypeScript, reload user. I'm not sure like why I'm getting the chat from yesterday, but then I can say this dot user resource dot reload, and let's save this. Let's save this and let's see what happens. So this should do the reload. So next, let's let it reload first. Okay, next user, and if I click, oh, I need to change this to reload. So next user and then reload. So you can see it's actually reloading the last API call which I have made. So let's say that if there is a timeout, you want to give functionality to your users where they can do reload. This is amazing. I mean, I really love it. The only thing is, of course, I need to figure out why it's not loading any values. So let's see. Mm, Let's ask ChatGPT, right? Sorry, GitHub Copilot. I always mess it. Mm, it's a value because yeah, we know this. The issue with this is not running values. The main issue is the loader function and rules the reference. You are returning the raw fetch response without parsing the JSON data. Oh, this is interesting. Hey Anit, yeah, I'm just continuing with the user resource. Sorry, the resource API. And yeah, I was just talking about the watch party. So yep, we are on. So 29th, sorry, 29th May, right? So 29th May, I'll be streaming it on my YouTube channel as well. So as I mentioned, just send me your details and the way you'll do it. You can also join, we can talk about it. Uh, let's keeps missing this one, but it's fine. I think I can change one thing. So it actually, yeah, let's see if it changed. Yeah. So hopefully this should work now. So let's see. Yeah. Oh, nice. So we got the data. So this is very funny because as an Angular developer, I hardly use fetch, like unless I have to do it in Node.js, um, which now has native fetch as well. So I hardly do it, and I forgot that you have to convert your data to JSON because it's not JSON. Now it's working. So we can see, okay, next user, we are getting nice API calls, and then we can also call reload user to reload the same data again if you want to. So great API. I think I really liked it. The resource API. And we can also, oh, no worries. I mean, yeah, let's do it. I mean, thanks again for joining. I mean, it keeps me motivated. I know I'm just most of the time live streaming is just talking to myself, and I'm really comfortable doing that, talking to myself. But yeah, once people like you join and I get to hang out, talk to someone who is not a bot. Um, everyone is writing an agent, so it feels nice to talk to an actual person. So that's the thing. Okay, so that's why it was actually not returning. Even this was actually I should have thought like it was not returning anything. Just let's now try Rx resource user Rx resource because it's Rx not X resource. Yeah, and it has the same stuff. So I have to pass. Let's see. Request. And does it work with stream or port? Let's see. So we pass default value. Okay, but uses an rxJS based order which maps the request to an observable of resource value. Let's see some example. The initial value. Let's see. Uh, let's resource. I think it should be under. I need to reload this. Okay, so this is roadmap. Come on. Because because this also is an experimental API. And yeah, okay, makes sense. Let's see if someone has written about this. Resource. So David has written something. I think this was the same. Ah, okay. I was checking this blog yesterday. So resource and then what went wrong? Yeah, I know. I hate you, Medium. So this is resource. This is fine. And then Rx resource. Load inner function, destroy function. So you can also destroy a resource or what? Okay, so once I destroy my resource, this is nice. Resource. Okay, so I can pass an ID, which is a signal. Okay, so I still can do the same. So I can pass this one and then from fetch, which is rxJS fetch. Okay, let's try to do this. So request is same, so I can just copy this. And then loader function is request, but I think it should be written something else. And then we can use from fetch, from rxJS fetch, and then do the same. Let's see. It returns an observable, so I don't think so I have to do anything here, but just in case. No, so I missed something. So this is request, rxResource, and then loader function, which is a request, and then yeah, I can just do this right. Array function should work. Yeah, looks cleaner. Format comment. And let's see what it returns. So it is returning observable of response. Nice. So it is returning something. And then I can do the same rxResources. In fact, okay, this is rx. And let's see. So user resource, rxResource. So it returns resource reference of response. This is also resource reference of user. So I think I should be receiving the same values. Let's go back and check. So here I can say, okay, give me the value, right? And then I can do pipe position. Mhm. So let's see. Oh, some error. So it says, no, there is no error. So I got this user information, but oh, there is some error here. Cannot read properties of undefined reading value. Okay, makes sense. Let's do one thing. Um, so if its user is loading, or I can just copy the same and make a change. So I'll just do the thing, and here I'll just use user rxResource. And I have to typecast this. So I have to say this loader is actually observable is of type user. I know. Okay, funny stuff. I hardly focus on using. I'm not a power user of VS Code, so I always think that I will learn this shortcut someday. The only problem is that the day never comes. So observable of response is not assignable. Is it this type P from fetch? It's type P. Okay, so I can just, to be frank, I'm just too lazy. So from fetch, what got one? Why? Yeah, of course. If you know that stuff, I mean, of course, it's always useful. Okay. I'm missing here. Okay, let's do a for now. And let's see. That should be gone error. On. So update is sent to the client. And let's see what's happening here. Wait connected. We don't generally format document at work because it gives unnecessary changes, then we have to remove it in PRH. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, we don't even care about it because we have prettier. So we don't even care about formatting changes during PR reviews. It happens way before that. So we use NX at work. So NX has this built-in, NX format command you can run. So it gives you the default prettier configuration as well. I know these are few things which makes no sense actually. It should not be part of your code reviews, but I have seen this that a lot of developers they just to try to do nitpick, I would say, and unnecessarily pick up these issues. Oh, this is formatted, this is not formatted. Then follow one thing, and that's it. During hydration, I inspected a component node but found a label. What's happening? I think user information. This was also user information. I think I just copied the same user resource. If user Rx resource is loading user data. Let's see. Resource ref of any, and this is resource ref of users, user or undefined. Why? Okay, let's see what happens in case I remove this, and what is actually being written by. Or I can just see what fromFetch does. Maybe it's something which is causing an issue and I'm using it in the wrong way. So it says rxResource even from fetch. Let's just make HTTP request from fetch. What's happening? Let's just. Oh, what happened to my internet? Or is it the RxJS website which is blocked? Interesting. So from fetch, let's see if there is a documentation. Not down. For you as well, Halim? You're also getting the same? Oh, interesting. Let me ping someone from the RxJS team and see what's happening. Yeah, actually, which is strange. So, to fix the problem. Oh, property name does not exist. What I'm doing wrong here. So, rxResource, it's the same, right? So, rxResource, and then we say, okay, from fetch and then resource URL slash local study. That's fine. This is what I'm doing here. Then new daily issue. So I keep getting this issue, but I don't know. I'm not able to reproduce like when this happens. Maybe there is some log. Yeah, I mean, because these APIs are still experimental, so they're nowhere, right? I mean, the problem is there. If you ask ChatGPT will just tell you some junk because it doesn't know about this. So I think documentation will be the main resource for me for always when it comes to programming, especially for new APIs. I mean, I'm not talking about the old ones because, of course, all this LLMs, especially this specialized one, which is used for coding, Cloud Sonnet, and then maybe Gemini, uh, Flash. So these are really nice for coding, and they know a little bit in case not little bit, many stuff. Uh, but for new APIs, I don't think so. So let's see what's it's complaining about. So it says name is a resource. Hmm. So user rxref of, let's see. Okay, as soon as I do this, observable response is missing following properties from type user ID, name, username. Yeah, that's what I want to know how to pass this. So input in fetch you can, and then to fetch you pass. Okay, so it's a function. How to use this is response is okay. Then okay. So you have to handle this response char JSON. Okay, interesting. I thought like it processes and gives me the response, so I can do something like this. This is also selector can be specified by the init parameter. Okay, then response to response.json. So I need to convert this to JSON and then give it back. So let's see. So I have to say selector and response. Uh, sorry, response is response.json. Okay, now it's working fine. I recently heard there is a new platform which helps you answer question from the Angular docs. I think you're talking about Angular doc courses. Let's see if that's the same. First, let's see if it's compiled. Yeah, it's compiled. Angular University, Angular.dev. What's the name? Angular courses. Okay, this one. So I think AskDocs AI. Sorry. So this is the website. I mean, in case you haven't seen this, it's created by Jerome, a good friend of mine. He lives in France. Yeah, and he's doing amazing stuff. You should also use Angular dot can I use. So Angular can I use. So it gives you like which API is stable, which is experimental, which is yeah, deprecated, removed. So he's doing some amazing stuff. So Angular, I think he moved. Okay, so he moved to Angular courses, and then can I use, and then you can see the list, which is ready for your use or maybe experimental. Let's see, localhost 4200. I hope rxResource works as well. So, but I really liked, I mean, if they uh, got this, and wow, it worked. Yay. So if I click on next user, what happens? Oh, this both are getting in sync. So status 4, like because it uses the same signal. So wow, this is nice. But yeah, reload because I'm just calling reload for this one. So it's reloading this, otherwise it's not. Nice. So both API looks amazing. I mean, I really liked rxResource as well as uh, the resource API. For rxResource, what can be the use case? So maybe if I want to convert an existing RxJS call, I can do this, right? So if I have a service which returns an observable and I don't want to go ahead and rewrite everything, what I can do is I can actually just wrap them inside rxResource and return this observable, and it converts them to signal, which is the output. So if you see the signal, I think the output is not the observable. I think it's the output is signal, which is which is a win-win for everyone, right? You don't have to do a lot of refactoring, but just calling a function on top of your existing code, you get to use the signal or convert your observable to signal. So amazing APIs, and let's see if there is anything which is under experimental, and we will use. Can I use? And let's see. So 20. Oh, everything is stable. What is this? With event replaying. This is support replaying user events. Okay. I don't know. Create request handler, create node request handler. This is mostly SSR. Uh, and these are Angular core. So let's see the core ones. Oh, signal inputs, output, signal queries. These are experimental in 17, and signal model. This is also experimental, and then now um, it's already in a 19. It's already stable. All these APIs. Let syntax. Yeah, this was nice. Let syntax. I was really excited for this API because it simplifies so much of the code which we can write. So I'll keep it for next week. Because I just did like 8 kilometers run today, so I just feel tired and I'll probably go to sleep early. So no stream for tomorrow, and then I'll be back on Monday. And I'll be also working on my side project. So I have decided to divide my time. So I'll probably do 3 days online streaming, and then 2 days I'll build my this side project online on the side. So mostly I'll be using um, ChatGPT to build this, or GitHub Copilot to basically build this. So this is so I'm trying to build a community of runners because not many developers are actually focusing on health, right? Because we prioritize things which is work. So we mostly prioritize work, but we should get some time to focus on our health. And that's where the steps who run .dev actually came from. So I'll be building new features, more stuff. Sashi is someone who is going to help me build this. and then let's see how it goes. So enough for today. We tried resource API, rxResource API. I got to know like what I missed yesterday, because yeah, it was not rendering anything because we just had the wrong code written. And once we fix that code, everything worked fine. I'll just commit this code and push it on GitHub. So yeah, just for my reference, I think I've already done that. Let's see. And resource API. Let's commit. Let's commit. And sync change. It's funny. At work, I never use this UI. I mostly use CLI. And when I do live stream or live coding, I never use CLI. The reason being to save time. And you know, and who cares, right? What you use? I'm not here doing live stream on Git commands. So your profile. And see. Okay, so it's updated now. I'll just link this into the videos which I have done so far. So it's people can download and see whatever junk code I have written so far. Cool. So bye everyone. Good night and see you on Monday. Bye.